Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree, and today we're doing a little check-in, a little update on the stuff I bought from TEMU about 7 months ago. So TEMU reached out about 7 months ago and asked if I would do a video unboxing some stuff from their website that was all plant and garden related. They did give me $100 credit on their website, so I spent every single penny of it on garden and plant stuff, and I unboxed it in a video. I had so much fun doing that. It was so much fun. But I did get a couple of comments from you guys just mentioning how websites like that kind of drive over consumption of junk and just cheap crap. And I totally get it. You know, I haven't shopped on the website since. It's not really something that interests me. Whenever I want something or need like a specific item, I don't even think to go to a website like that. I don't even think to go to Amazon, you know? That's why I don't have an Amazon storefront or ever link anything to Amazon, because I don't shop on Amazon. I just don't like it. It makes me feel icky. I just don't like it. So I do understand the little bit of pushback I got about doing the video in the first place. And I understand, completely understand, which is why I put a lot of thought into the products that I wanted to get. I wanted to make sure it was stuff that I was actually going to use, stuff that looked good, maybe nice quality, that kind of stuff. I didn't just want to get a bunch of cheap crap just to have a big video, you know? So I want to do a check-in and tell you how the products are going. Did they work? Did they not? Did I even use them? That kind of stuff. So I pulled up the video. We're going to go through my description box because everything is listed there. Some of the stuff is houseplant related and some was garden related. And if it was something I could show you in a picture or video, I'll include that as well. So everything I got, let's see. So starting out, I picked out a garden Obelisk trellis. This one was a little bit flimsier and cheaper than I expected it to be. And to be honest, when I unboxed it, I could not remember what it was because it was all loose in a bag with no instructions. So you did have to go to their website, which had an instructional video to put it together. It was very easy to put together. I feel like if we glued every single piece together, it'll be a little bit more sturdy, but we did use it. Here's a picture of it. It's outside. It's holding what I think is a blackberry plant. I don't remember what kind of plant this is. We bought the plant last year. It's growing back right now. And so far the long canes we have kind of going through the obelisk, and it's working just fine. It's keeping the canes upright, which is what was intended to do. It is a little bit flimsy, but it's doing the job that I wanted it to do, you know? Oh, I forgot to grab the next product. Let me go get it, BRB. Okay, the next product, I forgot the visual aid, but the next product was self-watering pots. And I bought 2 of these. They were $12.99 for the 2. And I did use one. I planted my Platinum Mist Peace Lily in it. The plant is so big, but then when I put it in here, it looked even bigger. Like, this plant is huge. But the pots were so good. Like, they're really hard, firm, solid quality, really good construction. You just kind of fill up this reservoir with water, and there's a little string in there that will kind of wick water into the soil to keep it a little bit moist, and the Peace Lily definitely loves that. It came with 2 of them. I haven't used the other one yet because I just can't find the perfect plant to put in it. It came with the tray you attach yourself, the string, and this, and a little instruction thing too, because I had no idea how to put this together, but I did. I love it, and I can't wait to have another plant to put in here. I was gonna put my fern in here, my Boston fern, but I ended up potting it into something else, a self-watering container that I bought at Target. But I think, now that I'm looking at it, I might put my Alocasia Regal Shield in here. Well, that looked good. I don't know about the color clashing with the plant, but I think that plant will love it in here. But those pots, I love, love, love. I wish I had bought more, but they're really good, really solid construction. I like them a lot. The next thing I got was an air plant holder set, and I'll put a picture here, a little video of that. I still use it. I put my air plants on it, and I was just gonna say the air plants are loving life, but I think they might be dead. I think they might have died. I don't know. I touched one this morning and it was a little crispier than it normally is. What's the big one called? This one? That one I'm pretty sure is no longer with us, but it looks cool, so I keep it anyway. But I like it. I like it a lot, and I'm glad I got that. It kind of elevates the air plants a little bit, and now they have their own little space. I got a couple of macrame plant hangers, and I didn't think to get a picture of this one for the video, but I gave one of the plant hangers to my grandma. I actually got both of them for her. One of them was really kind of like, not cheap, but bare bones. It's one you probably could make yourself if you do like a simple tutorial, like really bare bones. It's just something to hang a plant in, and that's kind of it. But there was another one that was a lot nicer, had a lot of stuff in it and a lot of different knots and stuff, and she really liked that one. We hung it up. Me and my boyfriend went over there. He installed the Pulley, which is also a thing that I got from TEMU, the plant hook Pulley. He spray painted it white, that way it would match the macrame and not look like it was a big thing hanging from the ceiling. We ended up not needing the Pulley. It's there anyway because you could pull the plant down to water it, but she ended up being able to reach the plant with the watering can, so I don't think she uses the Pulley aspect of it. But it's there, it looks great. She has a golden pothos in it? Or is it a marble queen? I don't remember, but she has a big pothos hanging in it that's just growing in love and life. So those ones were really good, very good, solid construction too, and it looks really, really good. So those ones I gave to my grandma. I got some seed envelopes, which I loved. These are them right here. There are some envelopes, you know, for when you're gardening outside or wherever, you could save seeds in. Before I was using some pill bags, you know, those little small pill bags. Those would work just fine too, but these are just kind of cool and they look really official. And we did use one last year. This one, I brought one in to show you. My boyfriend saved some seeds, and of course I misplaced them already. Where are they? I carried it in here. Here it is. These watermelon seeds my boyfriend saved from last year. I don't know if you could see what its variety is, but we didn't know the variety, so that's what he called it. And they're nice, you know, and they self-seal. They just have a little paper you peel off and they seal themselves closed, and I like these a lot. I'm glad I got them. Let's see. Oh, the frost cloth. So we did use the frost cloth last year on the tomatoes. I don't think we used it correctly because after watching so many garden videos, I think you're supposed to make like a tunnel and then put the cloth over it like this. We just threw the cloth on top of the plants, which still worked just fine, but it wasn't secured down at all. It blew off, it ripped super easy, but I don't think we used it in the correct way. It did its job, it kept the frost off of the plants, but I wouldn't go out of my way to buy that again. I think we just used it wrong and didn't really understand it, but it did its job, I guess, but it was really cheap and definitely ripped really easily. The next product I got was the weed pooler, and I use the heck out of this thing. It looks like some medieval device. I think just because the way that it looks, I don't know. It just looks rusted and old and like they welded it together in a hurry or something. Like someone made this in their backyard. I don't know, man. But I use this all the time. Look, there's even a weed stuck in it. This is so good. These two pieces here are good for getting stuff like out of the cracks of your bricks or your sidewalk or something. And then these little dagger pieces, you just stab it in the ground and it will yank up a weed, a really stubborn one, by its roots. There is a lot of satisfaction I get out of ripping weeds out of the ground with my hands, like just gripping it and ripping it. But with this, those hard ones that are like really in there, this, you just get in there. It makes easy work of weeding, especially if you have really stubborn ones. I loved this. This was $3.79. I mean, it looks like it cost $3.79. It looks really like thrown together, but it freaking works. And I love this thing a lot. Definitely one of my favorite things that I got. The next thing was a Mandrake statue. I'll insert a little picture here. I have it sitting up there. I used to have it back here, but it tipped over all the time. It was a little more shoddy looking. Like it looks like they just threw it together. Like they didn't really have a mold. Like somebody made it by hand and they were like, what do you think a Mandrake looks like? And it looked like it melted and then it dried and they just kept it like that. But also that's kind of what a Mandrake looks like. So I have it, it's just sitting up there as a little statue. It's fine. I wouldn't buy it again if it broke or anything, but it's fine. It's doing its job by holding down the shelf up there. So the next product is the vegetable flower plant grow bag. I was so excited to pick out a grow bag because I love Epic Gardening and they do a lot of grow bag stuff. And I, of course, was like, Well, Epic Gardening did it. Now I gotta grow something in a grow bag. And I just planted it up. I'll insert a little picture here. I planted potatoes in it a couple weeks ago and they're doing fine. They're doing fine. The handles are really, really sturdy. You could pick it up and move it really easily and not feel like it's gonna rip or everything is gonna come out the bottom. It was very well constructed. I was thrilled with it and it was a lot bigger than I expected. So I loved it a lot. I almost wish I had another one. But yeah, I really, really liked the grow bag a lot. And I'm curious to see how it's gonna live throughout the summer because it's gonna be out there in the sun all day, getting wet. Like yesterday got rained on, but it feels like it's made of a really good material that will like drain really easily and not just fill up with water, you know? But yes, love the grow bag. The next thing was this, the adjustable curved mouth succulent water bottle. I never use this thing. I never use it, and I went looking for it the other day because I just had a thought like, didn't I have one of those bottles? And it had water in it from I don't know how long. I poured it out and then I like was filling it up and like spraying it around. I don't know. I just don't have a lot of plants that I'd like to water with something like this. I just always felt like I needed one because I just wanted one. I'd always wanted one, and now that I have it, I never use it for anything. I filled it up with water the other day and I was watering something, but I was like, this is taking forever to water like this. The best use I have for this thing is to use it empty, just like this, and puffing air out and getting soil off of your plant without disturbing all of it. Because you know when you're repotting and you get soil on top of a plant and you go to blow on it and you blow soil out of the pot, this little puff of air works great to get soil off of like that out of cracks and crevices of your plants without disturbing all of the soil. So that's what I use this for. It's come in really handy in situations like that, but to water with, never use it. It just takes forever and I just don't like using it. I don't know. Okay, the next thing was something I completely forgot about until I was reading this description box, and it's this. And I wish so bad that I had this a couple weeks ago when I was planting seeds outside because I had press-on nails on. I was using gloves too, and with gloves, you know, it's really hard to pick up seeds because they just don't move the same way, you know, your fingers do. And I wish I had this because I had nasturtium seeds that I was having a really hard time with, the squash seeds and stuff, and I really wish I remembered that I had this because I think it would have come in very handy. But who knows, I might end up planting more stuff and I could use this then. I think this would work best for bigger seeds only, like something maybe like a nasturtium or a bean, a squash seed, things like that. Because the seeds I actually tried out in the video, like the unboxing, they're still in here because I didn't use this thing. But these small seeds were really staticky. They stuck to the side of the plastic a lot. They didn't really dispense in an easy way. So you're supposed to be able to turn this. Why did I open it before I did that? You're supposed to be able to like turn it to say I want 4 seeds at a time or 3 seeds at a time or something. And then you pour those seeds out. But it doesn't work with all sizes of seeds. And I think, like I said, something like a bean, a nasturtium, a squash of some sort, like a big sturdy seed, this would work good for that. This would work good for that. This would work, yeah, this would work good for something like that. But these little tiny seeds didn't work out too well, and I completely forgot I had it. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy that again, but I think it would come in handy next time if I have nails and gloves on and just can't really handle seeds that well. Okay, the next thing I got was this skull planter. I still haven't planted anything in it. It does have a hole in there that you could pop out, I'm guessing, to make a drainage hole, but I always intended just to get a couple of plants. Oh my gosh, hold on. No, it's too small. Maybe if I elevate it a little bit, but I always intended just to get 2 like 1 or 2 inch plants like this and put them in here side by side. And I actually went shopping for plants multiple times at my local nursery because they have a ton of plants in their terrarium section that are small like this, and I pick them out all the time, but I never buy them because I keep thinking I already have plants I could put in there. I don't need to buy a special plant to put in this planter. I could just find something around the house like this one. I don't want to plant these in here. I just want to have them in here decoratively. And maybe, you know what, I'll find something else I already have and I could put this on the desk there and have these 2 in there kind of nestled in. But I haven't used it yet. I haven't found the right plants, but now that one just was sitting there perfectly. But yeah, I still like this. It's still cool. It did stink really badly when I got it. It smelled really like cheap, just like cheap, that cheap smell. It doesn't smell like that anymore. I left it outside for days and days and days in the sun. I feel like it cooked the smell off. Still like the planter, but I haven't used it yet. I have it in the living room as a decoration, so it's still serving a purpose. It's just not being planted in at the moment. Okay, there were 2 things left. I have this one right here. No, I skipped something. I'm getting thirsty. I got a Coke spiced. It tastes like that tastes like a fall cinnamon candle. I don't know if I like that. Do I? You know, it's one of those flavors or like smells that you're like, let me just taste it again and see if it's still gross. That tastes like a fall cinnamon candle. I don't know. What was the next item? These flower pot hole mesh pads. This is also one of my favorite things that I got. I cannot believe I went so long without these. So they're made from like a window screen material. They're just cut into circles and you put them inside of your pot to cover up the drainage hole. That way the soil doesn't fall out of there, but water can easily pass through so you still have good drainage there. And I have so many pots with holes that are like this big or bigger, and I tend to just put rocks on top of it, but I feel like that like hinders the water a little bit. Like I feel like it's almost plugging it up. These have become like my favorite little things. I love them so much. This was, I want to say, how many was this? Maybe 100? And it was $1.29. Like a heck of a deal. If there was anything from this whole haul here that I would go out of my way to buy again on TEMU, it's these. Because I don't even know where to find these, but I think these were really good and great quality, sturdy. They kind of feel like they cut up a window screen or something, but they're great and I love them a lot. Okay, 2 more things left. Actually, just one, because I already talked about the plant hanger. I gave it to my grandma. So the last thing is this garden statue right here. Can you see it? The piranha right there. This one. I have this sitting in the background all the time. I love it. It's just like a piranha that ate something bloody. And I just like to keep it back here. I think it's very cool, creepy, cute. But that is it. That is my TEMU update. Overall, I'm pretty happy with everything that I got. There were a couple things I wouldn't go out of my way to buy again, like if I lost it like this. The cedar thing I wouldn't go out of my way for. The seed packs are really cool to have, but if you use them all up, I probably won't go out of my way to buy those specific things again. But overall, I had a lot of success with the products that I got. A lot of the things were really good quality. A little hit and miss with websites like this, of course, but for me overall, I think I picked out some good things, and because I put so much thought into the items I picked out, stuff I really thought I would either just like, you know, like that statue, or things that would really come in handy, like this weeder. You know, I wanted to take advantage of the opportunity they were giving me and get things I really thought I could use that would last a while. So that is it. If you've shopped on TEMU, of course this is not sponsored. I didn't mention that at the beginning of the video, but it's not. Just wanted to do this on my own to let you know how everything turned out and how it worked. But if you ever shopped on TEMU or bought any fun garden stuff, let me know what it is. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, you know, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.